GB3 testing has started here at Brands Hatch, and I'm here with Hi-Tech's Keanu Azhari. Hello, Keanu.
Hello.
Of course, a very, very important day because, of course, with drivers doing all their testing. First of all, jumping into this season, it's F3 machinery compared to your F4 that you were doing last year. What has been the biggest step for you?
I think it's definitely the downforce levels that we've got. High-speed corners, you're carrying a lot more speed. I've got much wider tyres and a bit more power as well. So that's definitely the main thing, learning how to make the most out of those high-speed corners, which we've got a lot of here at Brands Hatch.
Indeed, and just kind of thinking about the new generation of car, is that something that maybe interested you when you were having a look at GB3? Because there were plenty of other championships you could have gone to.
Yeah, I think it was definitely one of the most relevant cars to be driving. Obviously much closer to F3 than it previously was. Yeah, and it's been a good season so far. I'm very glad with my decision. Obviously working with Hi-Tech has been a pleasure.
Of course, you're going to some very, very iconic tracks across the calendar in the UK and in Europe. How pivotal has that been to your progress?
Yeah, I think it's definitely also a good decision to have made because of the circuits that we attend. I've got a lot of experience at Silverstone now, for example. I also went to Spa and Zandvoort and Budapest as well, which I really loved. The track was very, very nice and probably one of my favorites now. So yeah, all of these circuits that we visit, they give you a lot of experience, and it's a great opportunity to drive on them before stepping up to anything bigger.
Of course, Hi-Tech have really helped you along your way, as well as the Alpine Academy. How important have they been in your progress as well, and how have they helped you personally as a driver and maybe on and off the track?
Yeah, they've given me tons of great support. They've given me very good training over the last few months, and it's definitely been reflected well into the car. Obviously nutrition, teaching me how to be at my top levels at all times, and also making sure that I look at all of the little things, how to change my attitude with the team, keep that working relation with them. And yeah, there's nothing better that a driver at my age and experience could ask for to have a support. It's definitely an advantage compared to the others on the circuit. And yeah, it's been really, really fantastic working with them. Together with Hi-Tech, it's a very, very great learning experience.
Of course, it must get a little bit more mentally tough when you head into F3 machinery. Just talk a little bit about that.
I wouldn't say it's more mentally tough. It's definitely more of a challenge, but naturally, as a racing driver, you always want to challenge yourself. You want to push yourself to do more, and it's a great environment to do that. And that's how it's been all season long. Obviously, you have your challenges, but we've overcome them, and it's turning into a very great season for me.
We spoke a little bit about this turning from a learning season into a very competitive season. Kind of take us through the swing into those kind of two different dynamics.
Yeah, obviously, main thing is results and where I was on the grid. Obviously, we didn't start out the way that we wanted to. We were still working on learning more things about the car. We've definitely got it into a good window now where we've become competitive, and within 2 weekends I've jumped from 11th in the championship up to 4th, challenging for wins, not only podiums. So yeah, it's been great, and that's the main thing, you know, just learning more about the car, learning how to make the most out of it, different balance feedback changes that we wanted to make, and they worked very well. So yeah, very, very happy with the progress.
And just finally, going on to potentially next season, because of course talks have indeed begun for many, many drivers. Where do you potentially see yourself? Of course, you know, you have to keep it on the wraps, but what can you say?
Yeah, I think there's several great championships opening up around below F3 level or even F3. Obviously, there's only around 2 choices that most drivers would make, and we still got time to decide. So nothing has been decided yet. We're still evaluating. Obviously, with my performance changing so quickly, goals might have changed as to what to do. But then there's also the financial part of it. So yeah, all these factors, I think we're in a good window to continue racing for next year, which is obviously the first thing. It's always a privilege to continue racing, and as long as I'm somewhere in a good championship, working with a good team such as Hi-Tech, I'll be happy.
Keanu, it's been a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you very much for your time, and all the best for the rest of the season.
Thank you very much.